Hi guys, it's Ellen, and today I have a double page scrapbooking layout to share with you. So I'm starting out with just 2 pages of white cardstock, and then I have this blue sort of wavy looking pattern paper. This was from a pad from the works, and the pictures that I'm using today are some pictures that I took from a walk that we took when we were on holiday in Tenerife. And so we walked along the cliffs and I got loads of pictures of the sea and everything, so I wanted to sort of mimic that in the paper that I chose. So in the bottom left hand corner of the left page and the top right hand corner of the right page, I've just ripped off the corner and I'm just going to add that pattern paper in just to add a bit of interest to the page. As I'm using so many photos on this double page, I didn't want to do a whole pattern paper background because I thought it would just be a little too much. So I'm just gluing those pieces down and just adding some masking tape at the back just to make sure it's extra secure. I've then used a chain stitch to stitch around the edges of where those 2 pages meet. I did this by hand. I like the effect of hand stitching on a page because it's a little bit more messy, it's not as perfect, so I quite like that. And then I'd already arranged my title, so it says Wander Along the Clifftops. The blue alpha stickers are just from a pack from B&M, and then those rose gold coloured stickers are from a pack of thickers that I have. So you can see I have all of my photos that I want to use on this page, and I'm just mapping out roughly where I want them to go on the page because I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media behind them. So I wanted to mimic the colour of the rose gold alpha stickers. I have some gold paint. This is just my deco art metallic paint. I use this all the time. I love it. And I thought that I could mix a bit of pink with it to turn it into sort of a rose gold colour. It does kind of work. It's not the exact same colour as the stickers that I'm using, but it looks more coppery to me. So I'm just then using that paint, going around the border of where I want my photos to go, and then I'm just using some water just to spread that around, tipping the page to create the drips and just using my paintbrush to help that flow over the page. So I wanted it to kind of look like sea and sand. So I'm just going to do that on both of the pages. Once that is all dry, I'm placing my photos back where I want them, and then I just used a bit of masking tape to keep the 2 pages together while I add my title because I want them to be perfectly straight. And as you can see on my photos, I've backed them just onto some white cards so they each have a bit of a white border. I think this always makes the colours of the photo pop a bit more and doesn't get lost in the background. Now, as I had the chain stitching on the corners of the page, I thought it would be cool to add some more to the page, so I decided to stitch through both the words wander and Clifftops. And then once I did that, I thought I wanted to add a little bit more, so I've just added some random lines onto the page, and I just think this makes the background look so much more interesting than it was looking, so I'm really happy with how that looks. I've then got this pink pattern tissue paper, and I'm just backing all of my photos on that. It gives another texture and adds a bit more pink to the page as well. I added foam squares to the back of all of my photos just to prop them up a bit and give the page some dimension, and then I have these flowers that I've fussy cut from, I think these were a printable, I've had them a while so I can't remember, but they look kind of tropical to me and just remind me of being on holiday, so I added those, just dotted a few around the page, and then I tucked some into where the two pages meet. And then I'm using a couple more of my tiny word stickers from the Cocoa Vanilla Midnight collection. There was quite a few on one of the sticker sheets, and I'm really trying to get through these because I don't have many left of them, but they seem to just not be going down, so I don't really know what's happening. But yeah, I added a few of those again on that pattern paper, kind of tucked them in. And I'm going to add some journaling. This went a little bit wrong. I thought these lines that I had sewn at the bottom would be perfect for adding my journaling on, but you'll see in a little while I didn't let it dry and I smudged the writing when I was adding some of my chipboard stickers, so I fixed that in a little while. I'm also adding some tangled up thread in the turquoise blue that I'd sewn all the chain stitches with, and then I also add some gold as well. And where this gold is like a metallic thread, it's a different texture and it looks a bit more messy when it's all tangled up, and I actually really like the effect of that, so I was glad that I added that on as well. Yeah, so I was just showing you there that I'd smudged the journaling that I did, so to fix that I've just taken some more of that pattern paper that I used on the two corners and I've just ripped it in sort of the same size shape, and then yeah, I've written my journaling back on it and allowed it to properly dry before I stuck it down. So as you can see, it's all stuck down now. I added some enamel dots which I didn't film, I don't know why, they're just blue enamel dots, and yeah, that's both of my pages all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Bye!